Good morning. It is March 10th, 2026, also known as Mario Day. I am dressed, of course, as Luigi after the divorce. And I'm very excited to be joining you this morning.
The poll has ended. The winner is something Nintendo related.
Something Nintendo related. I can move towards the middle, but I mean that literally. But my butt has formed a good shape here where I normally sit, and if I sit in the middle, I'm up several inches. It's really memory foam. Got it. I tell you what, because I feel bad. What if, just for today, I do, let's see here. How do I do this? Let's do it janky. Oh, we janky. Nope. How about that? Now I'm large. We cuddling. Yeah, that seems good. Slightly off center. There we go. But that seems... Yeah. Because, you know, we zoom in. So one thing about zooming in, you lose clarity. Is there a sharpen filter on this? There is a sharpen filter on this. There we go. Well, that's probably too much. What's the default thing for that? What's the default? Oh wait, what was I adjusting? Well, I was adjusting the thing. That's bad. Whoops. Whoops. This. I have no idea what this was on. All right, does this sound normal? Does this sound normal? Because yeah. Sorry. In fairness, I'm not completely with it probably, but OBS puts the all of the filters just in the same screen. So when I reopen to the filters panel, I think I'm adjusting sharpness, but I'm actually adjusting audio gain. It's going great. It's going great. All right. Anyway, hi. I slept terribly. Let's just start with that. I slept miserably. Just awful. Just so bad. Oh my god. It's a wonder that I'm functioning. Although, based on the fact that I basically muted the stream for a minute, maybe I'm not functioning. In my defense, my wife is gone. She's not dead. She's gone away from where I am. She's visiting family. And, yeah, the first night's just hard. It's just, because there's something, because of the divorce. I'm cosplaying as Luigi. Yeah, Mao's visiting family in Florida. Yeah, I'm there, NDL. I'm gonna take a nap today. The first night by yourself is a little difficult. Specifically, and they don't tell you this when you get the manual for marriage. They leave this out. You acclimate to the temperature of the bed considering the warmth of your partner. So your partner leaves, and then you're like, I will now do a sleep. And then you wake up and you're like, why am I cold? It's like, because there was 2 bodies worth of warmth, and there's no cats. So then you're like, ah, crap. Anyway, the other thing that happens is you wake up and you're cold and you're like, I'm cold. I wonder if Mal's cold too. Mal's not here. Oh no. That's why I'm cold, and now I'm sad, and I have to pee. Yes, I'm saying I couldn't sleep because of thermodynamics. If you got another cat, that'd fix it. So anyway, I'll be fine now, like starting now. I'll be fine starting now. I feel like this probably needs to go up. Am I doing it? Is it going up? It's so slow. Let's hold shift. That's better. Anyway, yeah, so I'll do I'll lay down sometime today. And when I do that, everything will get better. So, that's all, folks. Let me tell you about what's going on. This is the international hand signal for what's going on. Recently, we got IKEA stuff delivered. I can't count, I guess, because I spent a fair bit of time yesterday like getting bookcases up and together and running Ethernet wire around my office and doing all this stuff. But as I was getting the bookshelves ready, like finished up, not while I was getting it ready. I want to be fair to the level of incompetence I had. I had finished them. And I'm like, yeah, now there's 6 in this room. And Mal is like, 6? And I'm like, yes, just like I planned it. Now there's 6 in this room. She's like, there's 7. And I'm like, what? She's like, there's 7. You're standing in this room. There's 7. And I was like... So then I counted. There were 7. And I was like, huh. How many height extension units did I buy? And Mal said, 6. I was like, because in my grand scheme, there were 6 bookcases in this room. And she's like, I guess, yeah. But there's 7. And I was like, okay. Now here's the part that gets strange, Radio Dread. Because you thought you had 6, but you don't have 6. Everything about this plan, my brain was like, 6. Good job, Steven. 6. We went to the store, I'm like, how many height extension units do we need? 6. But I did the math correct somewhere at some point, because I bought the right number of shelves. I put all the shelves in. I didn't have any leftover shelves. I wasn't missing any shelves. I bought the right number of shelves. So at some point, I did this math and came up with the right number of that. And then I had to buy the height extension units, and I was like, 6 shelves. Anyway, the good news is we need a lot more shelves. I mean, that's not good, but it's for something else. You sure I did the math or did Mao? I did the math. I'm better at math than Mao. This is not a good example. This is a pretty bad example. But on the whole, holistically, I'm the one that's better at math, and she's the one that asks me math questions. Lunar. Oh, she's real bad then. I can do real quick, good, easy, fast math. However, when it comes to planning the amount of large objects in a room, I'm like, who knows? That involves like looking around. I can't do that. Numbers on a paper? Booyah! I can read, mostly. Looking in a room? Impossible challenge. There's colors. They fade together. Vagabond famously, he's very blind. I played Celeste last night multiple times. I was like, when did they add that? And everyone's like, that what? That's been here since you walked in the room. I was like, did they put it in here after a few times? And they're like, no. It's a big, giant, glowing orb that's been in the center of your screen for the whole thing. And I was like, what? So anyway, do we have, actually, did I post this to Discord? I think I did. Did I post the photo? Yeah, I did. I don't know where I posted it. Image dump of the shelves. The 5, and they're tall now. If a mod can find that and put it in the image queue, I can talk about the thing that needs a visual reference to understand. Is it already done? Because I just saw it go from 0 to 1. God, y'all are fast. Dear Lord. Okay, so see the top shelf up here? See the top shelf? That's the height extension unit. I've never had those before. Also, there's a fifth bookcase here. There used to be 4 there. That height extension unit is taller, obviously, than the other shelves. And last night, Mao was already in Florida, and I was FaceTiming her, and we were talking about the shelves. And she was like, why don't you put games up there? And I was like, well, I can. It's real tall. Like, I will be the only person who can get these games. And she's like, who else is gonna get them? And I was like, and I said, even if I put the games there, there is a weird gap. You know, there's a weird height to that shelf. And she was like, well, you could put a shelf there. And I was like, okay. Should I try it? She's like, yeah, try it now. So I don't have a picture of it, but I took a shelf from one of the other things and put it up there. So with enough clearance for like a Wii case, like a normal DVD case, there is above it a tiny shelf that's like 3 or 4 inches. And she's like, what's your tallest amiibo? I'm like, what? She's like, what's your tallest amiibo? See if they'll fit. So I found a tall amiibo, and she's like, put it up there. So I put a tall amiibo up there. She goes, fits. And I was like, so what, you think I should have an extra shelf so it's, 9 shelves tall instead of 10, and then instead of 8, and then a 10th tiny shelf at the top for amiibo? She goes, she's like, what else are you gonna do? She's like, it's more aesthetically pleasing. Is it not? And I was like, yeah, it is. She's like, okay. So it gives you an extra shelf on every single bookcase, right? And I was like, yeah, it does. She goes, you should do that. And I said, okay. I got off the phone with her, and then last night I was like, all right, I need to do the math. This time success. Well, God. Oh! Hopefully successfully. I had to do the math of how many shelves, not bookcases, but individual shelves the Wii collection was taking up before, so I could figure out where I wanted to start it from this new world. And I concluded that it was 26 shelves of space, which, if you do the math on the bookcases that now have 9 shelves instead of 8 shelves, multiply it times 3, it's 27. It's fantastic. Because now I can start at the top of one of these things, these new bookcases, and it's 3 bookcases exactly, and a little space left over at the bottom. What does that mean? Nothing important. But it's more aesthetically pleasing that it takes up exactly 3 bookcases and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. I love that. That's great. I am not reading alerts. It is almost 9:30. Let's start with this. A little snack.
Snack like a blinking manatee with Tiny Eddie's Geyser Ink Crackle.
Geyser ink. They call that water, I think. I guess you can have a lot of different types of geysers. You can have oil. But also, like, water. Like, if you go to, you go to America Park. If you go to America Park, they have They have water. You can't touch it because you'll die. You'll melt. But Yellowstone. That's what I said. America Park. 1,000 bits of aggregated molecules. Good day. I haven't eaten yet. Eddie, what do you recommend on this Tuesday morning? Hopefully something that pairs well with malaise. Water. You should always have water. I have a tendency, I'll tell you, and I'm trying to be, I'm being a little mindful of it. I have a tendency to dehydrate when Mal leaves. I just like get focused on stuff. I don't even think about it. So yesterday, on 2 or 3 different occasions, when I was walking in the kitchen and I saw my cup, like my favorite thing I've ever received in my life, the cup I got from Chaz. I filled that up and like drank a bunch and was like, yeah, water. And then I put it aside and just forgot. But I'm drinking heavily. That's the thing that matters, is that you're drinking heavily. Everyone should drink heavily. Okay, let's read the rest of these alerts like I would normally do. Okay, let's see. 73 months from the Queen's Thief, 30 months from Little Light One, 39 from Silver Cates, 45 from Nessa Zora, 64 from Desi Desitels, 24 from Fire Goddess. Sorry, I keep surprising myself because I forget that I zoomed in the camera. So I'm just like doing chat, doing alerts. Then I'll look over and I'm big. And I'm like, it just keeps scaring me over and over again. I got good news. This is Stephen Week, in which you get me and you don't get Mal. But Chaz did tell me that he will be here for breakfast stream on Thursday. That's good. That's great. I will not be alone. He'll be right here. It'll be great. And it's great for like so many reasons. It's great to have a co-host. It's also great that Chaz is back. Chaz right now is in an airplane. He's coming back to America. It's good news because I've had to click a lot of buttons. It's great. Has Breakfast Alerts been on? Sorry, I just realized I didn't do that. If Breakfast Alerts are on, Chaz did it from Japan. Yes, great. We've seen like a bird or something. Good. Yeah. I've changed every other alert since he left. So like for the past like 2 to 3 weeks, I have been the one that went into the thing and like typed the things. This is the first day I forgot. And I'm sitting here and I was like, did we see like Samus Aran or something? No? Great. Perfect. Wonderful. Excellent. Anyway, soon he'll come back and then he'll touch him because I can't remember to do that. Summer Norris says, you didn't change cups. I actually can't. I don't have that power. That is a Chaz only power. It used to be. Well, no, I guess it was kind of always a Chaz only power. I used to at least have control of some of it. Now he has 100% control of it. So, sorry, they're just there. 64 months from Tokanute, 26 from Taylor Gravehorn, 70 from the Thunderstriker, 5 from Gaudy Dragoon, 46 from Potato Chips. What? 87 from Sappy B, 69 from Four Wolf, nice. 55 from Aris D. What was this poll? How are you celebrating Mario Day? 83% said something Nintendo related. 12% said playing a Mario game. 2.4% said visiting a Nintendo store. And 2.4% said watching a Mario film or video. There's only 2 Mario films, right? I'm not gonna get down into the nitty gritty of like the show. Specifically 2 movies. There's gonna be a third one though. They decided to make a third one. Soon, in like April. The movie from the first movie from whenever that was. Is that the early 90s? Is great. It's insane. So I do hope people watch that if they never have. It's a perfect day for it. It's Mario Day. We get 48 months from Salmon Noir. That's a 4. 67 months from Josh R2D2. 200 bits from Fire Goddess 1990. 48 months from Wonder J. It's a 4. 300 bits of Jet Chat says, you're bad at math, shapes, and remembering things. How do you survive by yourself? I think that's the thing. I don't. I can't be left alone for too long. Or I will, like, curl up and die. So, I try to just live long enough. And that's a plan. Or you just eat McDonald's forever. Man, I have not had any McDonald's since November, when I was getting all the McDonald's for free. I had McDonald's yesterday because I was driving home from the airport and I really had to pee. And I was like, I'll just stop at McDonald's and pee and just pick up food. And I ate some food from McDonald's. I won't do that again. It was too expensive. And I used the app. It was $9.99. And I was like, I could go home and eat an entire frozen pizza, and it's the equivalent price of like $3.50. So I'll do that. But today, after I've napped, because I shouldn't drive a motor vehicle, I'm going to go to Costco. Increase my wiener score to level 12. It's important. And then also get something... Bread. MCL Blue says, wait, too expensive. Wasn't it being free the whole point? In November, it was free. But all of the coupons, like, expire. And now, when I went to McDonald's yesterday, I went of, like, my own volition. Like, no one held me at gunpoint. I mean, my bladder sort of did, I guess. Vagabond, he splurges on Mickey D's when his wife isn't around, but won't get her ice cream. Did I tell y'all about that? Did I tell you what happened? Mao had been talking about ice cream and wanting ice cream, like, so badly. We go to this... When was this? I don't remember what day this was now. Was it Friday? No, we wouldn't have went that late. I don't remember. Anyway, we went to the store with the intention of buying ice cream. We get to the store. Mal's like, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. She does that. We walk in, and they've got, right up front, we're at the grocery store. Right up front, they have cookies, like from the bakery. And they're half price. And Mal was like, ooh, cookies. I was like, do you want cookies? Was it Sunday? It was Sunday. I was like, do you want cookies? She's like, yeah, cookies would be fine. And I was like, whoa. Let's not use the word fine. I want to get what you want. We're here to get ice cream. Do you want cookies? And she was like, yeah, I want cookies. I was like, okay. And then, because I see people call me out, and then, good husband that I am, we went to the ice cream aisle. I led her to the ice cream aisle. And we looked at the ice creams. Like, we're holding the box, we're holding the cookies We in the ice cream aisle looking at the ice cream. I was like, is there any ice cream you want? And she goes, no. And I was like, now listen. When chat finds out that you didn't get ice cream, they're going to tear me apart. You sure you don't want ice cream? She's like, no, I want cookies now. And I was like, is this just because, what's going to happen is in a week or two, you're going to be like, I never got ice cream. And she goes, yeah, I'm going to do that. I was like, okay. Okay. In fairness, cookies were good. Still are. There's still some of them, so. I should have had one this morning. But I already drank my coffee, so now it's impossible to eat one. It's the most important thing. We got 70 months from Night Owl 20. 23 months from Asphodelix. 26 months from Rock Cafes, and 500 bits from Jet Bird Test. Mamma mia. They are not on. That ain't no bird. I am fix this. Chaz taught me how. I've been doing it every day. Now it's on. This should bird now.
Give me the bird.
Man, y'all, I've learned so much. I learned how to change the alerts. I learned how to run a prediction. 2 things. I learned 2 things. That's several. Oh my god, an ostrich. I ate your baby. Let's see. 500 bits from Gadzooks, who says, I can't believe you did not get Mallory ice cream. She'll probably return with divorce papers. She probably won't. As I have one husband of the year every year for every year. So it's hard. It's going to be hard to beat that. Renee, I thought Deether won. I've heard there's other people who have been in the running and have won, but I refuse to acknowledge anyone else. And that's the best thing to do. Just forget it. Every year for every year. Mal and I just celebrated 18, dating anniversary, 18 years. Oh, this is a prediction. This is not a poll. No one should bet on this. Even the mods have I have no idea. But I want cups. There's no the prediction is, will Steven learn a 3rd thing this week? I don't know if I will. It's possible. Chrysanthemum says, you are always learning. I probably will learn another thing. I learn stuff all the time. Not every day. But I do learn a lot of new things. And I've learned 2 things. I will likely continue that trend. Knowledge is going up. The graph is high. Or higher. It's getting higher. So yeah. I think every mod but Vagabond was like, what's happening? So I feel like this is a Vagabond prediction. Anyway, what was the other thing? Oh, another bird.
Give me the bird.
500 Notes of Gamers 00700 says, "Yay, Steven accomplished something." I did. I've accomplished some things, and I think it's important to remember that. Every prediction is Vagabonds unless it's Chaz's. Chaz is on a plane. Chaz is not watching. He's relaxing, probably eating good food on a plane. I don't know who he's flying, actually, but it's probably reasonably good. Let's see here. We had 64 months from DevStats. 500 Bits of Shy says, as a streamer, I have learned to wield my one weapon, alerts. I've learned alerts and predictions. My two weapons. Who knows what I'll learn next? There's still time. Yesterday I played Celeste.
Give me the bird.
That was fun. That's not really learning. I was just playing a game. I'm gonna play more of that tomorrow because I liked it so much. And also I played like a quarter of it, so I'm probably just gonna play more. I did beat Celeste while playing Celeste. Because inside of Celeste is a hidden computer that plays the original version of Celeste from long ago. And I sat there at that computer for 26 minutes and finished old Celeste inside of new Celeste. And then I left and was like, I did it. Welcome to Exhibit Plays, basically. Spez says, uploading VOD soon. Yes. Well, hopefully, yes. I exported it last night. So as long as the computer spit it out, then it should be fine. Sometimes the computer does not spit it out. Because I don't restart I've talked about this before. I don't restart the computer all the time. And you really have to, because I bought it on a Costco deal, and it only has 16 gigs of RAM, which is fine until it's not. And if you leave the computer on too long, Resolve is like, "What are you doing?" And it makes you restart. So over the weekend, I had like lined up like 4 exports, and then I went in there. I think Monday morning, and I looked at it, and everything on the computer had crashed. There was just a thing up that was like, "You don't have enough memory for this. What are you doing?" And I was like, it's fine. 16 gigs of solid gold. Yeah. Yeah. Man. RAM is expensive. I should have taken the RAM out of the iMac I gave my parents and sold it. Because that computer has more than they need for using Safari or whatever. I think there's like 72 gigs of RAM in that computer. And I'm like, what if they had like 16 and I sold 64 of it? Whatever. Anyway, it's fine. 72 is how much I should have now in this computer, but I have 16. So yeah, it runs Safari great though. Ain't never cracked. That computer's been on for 40 years. No problems. That's where I was and I stepped down, because I had 72 and I stepped down to 16. And the thing that's been most surprising is that it works fine. It works fine because when you run out of resources, like computers do paging, where it just pulls from your hard drive and uses that temporarily as RAM, and like works pretty good. Works pretty good, especially because the only storage that I have on the Mini is what do you call it? M.2 NVMe fast, quick. So like it's fine. It's just at some point the computer's like, hey man, you have 16 gigs of physical memory. And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, okay. So just let you know, Resolve's using 140. So can you please do something about this? Like, we're dying. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. It's like, yeah, I can't breathe. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, I told the other thing that has been, it's not been a huge issue, but it's like a slight pain in the butt, is that the computer only supports the because again, this was customizable, but I didn't customize because I got it on sale at Costco. Is the network adapter is only is limited to 1 gigabit per second, and I'm like, that kind of sucks because I could be transferring, you know, the VODs from the loft to the Mac way faster than that. So I kind of wish that was a thing, but it's fine. It's fine. Neither here nor there. What was I doing? 500 bits of Jet says, Stephen, the solution to your problem is simple. Wake County has multiple shelters and rescues, and sometimes they have been adopt 2 kitties for the price of 1. You solve your loneliness, and you surprise Mal. Boom, husband of the year. I guarantee you, Mal coming home to kitties would not be husband of the year material. It would be, you have made a major life decision without consulting me. That would, I think I would lose husband of the year status over that. Major decisions have to be consulted. Major decision, major purchase, other things. It wouldn't be great. Would she come around? She probably would. Lunar says, what if a cat shows up at your door and says, I live her? That would be different. Like, if Mal came home and there was a cat here and she's like, why is there a cat here? And the story was not, I decided to go get cats, and instead was a cat showed up at the back door and was in trouble, and I helped it, and now it lives here. Like, that would be different. Mal would then be like, okay, that is fine. It rang the doorbell with a bindle on its back. Meow, 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 meow. Hop the train. Anyway, yeah. But that probably won't happen, because that has not happened. Never say never, but I personally would like that to not happen. That's not how I want to acquire a cat, and I really don't want that to happen when Mal is gone. Steven can't actively get a cat, but if a cat gets him, it's okay. I mean, yeah.
Give me the bird.
This cat had ice cream. Lunar says, that's how I got all my cats, and I'm up to 4, so you're overdue. So that's the thing. I've lived in places before where there was like cats roaming around. but not here. Not here. Not at the last place I lived. House before that. Did I see a cat? I saw a cat at that place, like the first place we lived in North Carolina. I saw a cat like randomly in the neighborhood, but there was nothing to insinuate necessarily that cat was a stray. Where the place that actually, I'll tell you, the place that I grew up as a kid, that I spent the first 10 years of my life, there were so many neighborhood strays. It was wild. And my parents would just fill, pie pans up with dry cat food and leave it out because there were so many strays. And when you would pour it and they would like come running, there was like 13 or 14 of them. There was a ton. And I had like named them all. So we had Mittens inside, like Mittens was our house cat, and then outside there was all of these other cats. So, but now I don't really see any cats. I see bunnies all the time. There's bunnies everywhere. If you're walking around, there's rabbits all the time. But I don't ever see any cats. And if there were cats, I would know, because there wouldn't be bunnies. If you got a lot of rabbits, you probably don't have a lot of cats. You usually have one or the other. Let's see. We got 500 bits of Jet, who says, alternative solution, just sit in the free roaming cat room so you already know which kittens to adopt when she gets back. No. At some point, there will come a time where Mao and I will go look, view, observe, see, witness cats. Which will almost certainly involve bringing cats, plural, home. But ideally on my own timetable. Until then, I'm busy. I'm busy not sleeping. And I spent so much time moving Wii games off of those shelves. Because, like, I showed you those shelves earlier. That was, the whole library was on that. And I had to move them to a different location. And now I have to move them back. I'm looking at half of the Wii library right now. And it's in this room, and I hate it. It was my best option, but I hate it because I have to carry them all the way back. It's fine. It's fine. Also, 200 bits, Melvin Scout. Thank you. Let me tell you about the things that are happening, because if I don't say it right now, I will forget. First things first, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Proton John Twitch channel, me and Jared and Claire and Tom and Dan will be talking about Disc Only. And by talking about Disc Only, I mean we'll be doing the Disc Only show, talking about some probably fighting games. Jared will remember a story he's never told, and he'll tell it. And we'll be like, you've told this 43 times. It's gonna be great. I really think it'll be a good. I think he's met the Stepman. I'm not sure. I hope he tells that story tonight. So yeah, it'll be good. I always enjoy talking to them, and I haven't talked to them since December. So we'll have a good time. I'll tell them all about my wiener score. So that way they'll know. It'll be important. So that's tonight. Tomorrow, straight into your eyes, Celeste. 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'm continuing Celeste. That does mean that if you missed Mal's stream last night, you missed the beginning of the stream. I will try very hard to get that out today so people can, like, check it out. But you can also watch it on Twitch. It's on Mal's channel. I'll probably end up playing through the rest of that unless I get to the end and I'm like, this is too hard. I'm frustrated now, and then I stop playing. But I usually don't do that. I usually power through games, so it'll probably be fine. Thursday, Chaz is joining me for breakfast stream. Love that. Friday morning on Mal's channel at 11 a.m., I am making raspberry brownies. The fabled raspberry brownies that I've promised for years. I'm doing them. I have an alarm set for Thursday to remind me to get ingredients. That should go well. Should go fine. If the stream starts late on Friday, you'll know that something happened. I didn't get the ingredients, and then I panicked and got the ingredients. Aren't you going to Costco today? Yeah. But I don't want to get raspberries from Costco, probably. It might be too many. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I will get them. They'll be good for 3 days. Maybe. Actually, better idea. Don't get raspberries today. And then on Thursday, return to the Costco and increase your wiener score. That's what I'll do. Go back to the Costco, eat another hot dog. Yeah, baby, that's $1.50 lunch. Hoo-ha! And I'll get raspberries. And then Friday night, I decided on the game we're going to play Friday night. And I decided on it because Gold Lighting sent me a key for this. Not Nintendo, mind you. Daddy Nintendo, I don't know what you're doing. Gold Lighting sent me a key for Pocopia. So now I get to find out what the fuss is. So, Daddy Gold Lighting. So I appreciate that. We're going to try it out. I know you play as Ditto, and that's it. I don't know I actually don't know anything else about it. Like, literally nothing. It looks vaguely like Animal Crossing in Minecraft. But people really like it a lot. Like, a whole lot. And I'm like, okay, alright, I want to see this myself. So that's what I'm going to do on Friday. Yeah. Daddy Nintendo doesn't handle Pokemon keys, maybe. That's Uncle the Pokemon Company. Yeah, to some extent. They would be able to distribute them. Probably. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I'll try that out on Friday. And then the other thing to make sure that you know about is, holy crap, it's next week. Next week, March 20th, 21st, 22nd, birthday, Streamaganza, a 3-day-long streaming event celebrating my birthday and also Chaz's birthday. And also the space in between our birthdays, which is one day. It's next week. That's next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's my excited movement. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. It will be 3 days of fun, playing games from the entire library. And notably, because the shelves are here, I will have the full library up on shelves by then, so it is easily accessible, which is great. So that's good. That's very good. The other thing is that Mal's gone. That's great for her. I'm happy that she's visiting with her dad and Rhonda and having a good time. However, I do have to clean this house because there is so much stuff because we got this order from IKEA and just like opened stuff and built stuff and there's crap everywhere just from that. Because Mal gets back on Friday and then like Monday or something, like her mom gets here. So when Mal gets back, we'll have like 2 days of working on stuff in the house. So I need to like try and deal with as much stuff in the house while simultaneously doing the other things that I gotta do. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting few days, basically. Alder says, are you including PS4 and Xbox? I know you mentioned during the subathon that you couldn't because of downloading. I have a plan for that. So, yes, I will be including them. Which is good. I don't think I can include original Xbox, unfortunately, because I am almost positive that my original Xbox's disk drive is broken. I gotta get a different one of those. What about Tony Hawk Ride? If the game works in an Xbox 360, that would be fine. So Halo would work. Because, like, Halo does the thing. Can we send you more boards? Oh, it's not. I don't think it's the board. I think the board's fine. I think it's the disk drive itself. I modded that Xbox when I was in high school. I changed out the hard drive. It's got a big hard drive in it. You can FTP into the hard drive and like put ISOs on it, and those will play just fine. It's just the disk drive, I think, like doesn't open. Tony Hawk Ride board is fine. I mean, we played it at Extra Life in the sense that, like, we confirmed that it works, but it is incompatible with studio lights. So I don't know how we would do it in the future. Like, it's not a good situation. It's a bad product if we can't even get the stupid thing to work. But yeah, the studio lights interfered with it, which is upsetting. But no, we can't do any floor accessories. So we can't do any Wii Fit stuff because it is going to be taking place in this room. So like you wouldn't be able to see that. Save those requests and those ideas for Extra Life, where we have the setup to just quickly move the couch. Because I cannot... This can never move. I live here now. This is for sitting on your butt and only sitting on your butt. If you got to stand, that's got to happen somewhere else. It's got to go somewhere else. I don't own an iToy, actually. I probably have some of the games for it because they were kind of like bargain bin. Yeah, I can see 3 of them from here, but I don't actually own one. Let's see, we had 43 months from Derpidius Bidoof, and 300 bits of Spinach Wrap says, the children in my husband's work schedule mean I'm awake at 5 a.m. Eastern every friggin' day, so by 9 p.m. I will be unconscious. We'll enjoy VOD, though. It's fair. It's completely fair. Shikisato Aitoi. Shane says, do you have Guitar Hero stuff? We still should not play copyrighted music, the games. Because I can't play those. Like, I would have to mute them, which will quickly defeat the purpose. Unfortunately. Trust me, in a better world, in a much better world where the licensing things are figured out for like Twitch and YouTube, and you can do stuff like that, that would be great. Because I have all that stuff. Like, I have the the guitar controllers and Rock Band, and I have DJ Hero, which DJ Hero's soundtrack is phenomenal. It's so great. Anyway, yeah, but everything else. Okay. That's all the things. Disc only, Celeste, brownies, Pocopia, birthday, and then Hades on Sunday. And then otherwise, I'm just working. Vlog when? I assume soon. I have a vlog done. I've had a vlog done for a week. I can't release it yet. But also the person that needs to look at it is very busy all the time, and I'm like, all right, it's fair. So I'll work on other stuff as I'm able. Anyway, all right, that's it. I think that's it. I'm gonna put this back before I forget. Was it this button? Yeah. I guess it was better that way. I guess it was better to, like, you know, zoom in for this stream as opposed to just have nothing here. I will see y'all tonight for Disc Only, and then tomorrow for Celeste. That's the plan. Y'all have yourselves a very, very wonderful Tuesday. It's Mario Day. Have yourself the best Mario. I hope your Mario is excellent. Just a great Mario today.